Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. This is April Davis, PI, and we are back at the LA Zoo. It's not as crowded here today as it was on Memorial Day. On Memorial Day, I couldn't even get into this parking lot, so I decided to wait a day and come back. There's not a lot of exhibits that are open since COVID and the zoo closure. If you want to see some animals, you may want to watch my prior LA Zoo video that I took last week. I'll link it in the top right hand corner of this video. Well, this is what we found at the zoo now. There's a lot of chains and gates that block the animals, because these animals, some of them are vulnerable to COVID, so we can't really see them very well. Well, here we go again. This is only my second day at the zoo after my 3-year-plus medical illness hiatus, but here is another part of the zoo that is sadly closed. These are the caves that are near the nursery. Well, here's the entrance to another cave that's a little further from the nursery. I don't know if we'll be able to film in here due to the darkness, but let's see what we get. This is always a fun part of the zoo. A lot of people don't explore these caves. There's incredible artwork on the wall of the caves. Oh. Wow. I don't think they have any animals in these caves like the other ones that are closed. Wow, there's just not much to see here today, is there? And here is another exhibit that is closed. This is just incredible. There's so much closed. The swan exhibit is closed. The flamingos are held back from the public. The Tasmanian devils are not there. It's very, very sad what COVID has done to this world. Well, this area is the Kids Corner Petting Zoo, and apparently it has closed as well. I'm going to come over to Muriel's Ranch. That is also closed. Wow, there is a huge part of this zoo that has been so adversely affected by COVID. I don't want this video to be a downer, but this is pretty incredible how much of the zoo is not functioning. My favorite part is the bird show. That is closed as well. There are a few animals here, but they are not allowed to be seen. Here's another vulnerable species sign. There's supposedly an American badger in here. This actually used to be an enclosure many, many years ago that had a mountain lion. It kind of made me sad because it was very, very small. I do not see the American badger. I hope he or she is in there, but you can't see that either. Well, here we are at the abandoned and empty swan enclosure. There were these beautiful black swans that used to live here. I don't know what happened to them. But they're gone as well. How sad. Here is the flamingo enclosure.
Wow,
that I was talking about, and they are also behind a gate. I can hear them and see them and definitely smell them. They are also cordoned off.
Yeah, I like pink and white.
There goes the tram. Looks like an upgrade from the last time I was here. And here are the Asian elephants. I missed them on my last trip. I'm so happy I got to see them. These are the females.
Are you trying to pick me up?
I don't see Billy. They usually keep him separate from the girls. Gosh, it's been so long I can't remember their names. I'll have to look that one up for you. Wow, it's so nice to see them. It's been at least 3 years. How nice. Oh, I just love them. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just love them. I remember the old zoo. Yeah, I know that dates me, but I remember the old zoo. It was just down the street from here when I was a baby, and I could actually feed the elephants. That is not allowed here. Oh, unbelievable. Gorgeous, gorgeous creatures. Now this is one of my favorite parts of the zoo. Welcome to the Rainforest of the Americas. Oh, I love it. They built this just a few number of years ago. Hopefully my howler monkeys are still here. Here we have some red-bellied piranhas, and they have grown a lot since I last saw these guys. Wow. A Maturo stingray. Never saw this guy before. Wow, I don't know how he fits into the rainforest, but that's amazing. Oh my gosh. What a little sweetie. There. They're really the gentlest creatures on earth. And here's a polka dot stingray. The stingrays have a bad reputation because of Steve Irwin, but actually they are the most gentlest of creatures, and they wouldn't hurt anybody unless they felt the need to defend themselves. How beautiful. Well, I'm not sure where they are, but the giant river otter exhibit appears to be empty as well. The water's running, but I don't see the otters. They're usually going down the slide and coming down the back side. Well, they're still here. There is a chain separating the public from the exhibit. Once again, another vulnerable species. But there she is. I don't remember her name, but when she had a baby, she showed it to me a few years ago. She was so happy to see me, she actually recognized me because I would visit her enclosure so often. And she waited until the males were back in the corner, and she showed me her baby. The females are this sort of a tan, and the males are black. They are the black howler monkey. Wow, I'm so happy to see her. I was hoping she was still here. She was one of my favorites. And I remember when she had the baby, she had a boy. Oh my gosh. I see a couple of them up there. That must be Dad and the son. And remember, the dad was very aggressive towards her. even when she had her little baby, because of the zookeeper was here doing some feedings of some fresh fruit, and the male was very aggressive towards the female, who was just trying to protect her baby, I remember. Well, that baby isn't a baby anymore. It's sitting up on a perch at the back end of the enclosure. Now at night they take them out of here and they put them in this little building right here. There's a little tunnel that they walk through. So they are out of this exhibit at night. They're just here during the day for the public. I wish I could remember her name. It seemed to me that it might have been a Spanish name. I knew his name, I knew her name, I knew the baby's name. Wow, a lot has happened. I am just so thrilled to have seen her. This has made it worth my trip today, even with all these enclosures that are roped off or closed. I am so happy that I got to see the elephants and I got to see the female black howler. Oh, she's just so gorgeous. In this section of the rainforest, there used to be a giant spider, like one of the world's largest spiders. I don't see him here anymore. There were also these little monkeys. I'll have to look it up before I make this edit. But they're very tiny with long white tails. They're super small. They're my niece's favorite, and they had two of them here, along with a toucan. And the toucan is missing, and those two little monkeys are missing. The caiman, the mini caiman, is missing. And the big giant spider is missing. I am so shocked. Well, apparently the female jaguar is out in her enclosure, but I don't see her. They are down to two, a male and a female, but they keep them separate. The male that I was familiar with was Stewie, and he has been sent to another zoo. One of the females that I knew from the past, she sadly passed away. So I don't know where they got the new male from, but Stewie, he was my buddy. I actually sponsored him. He is not here anymore. So apparently the replacement male, who they keep separate from the lone female, is out in this enclosure. So I guess nobody would want to walk in there. Oh, it's sponsored by Betty White Ludden. Wow, I just saw that on the sign. Thanks, Betty. And off in the distance is the Angela Collier World of Birds Theater, also closed due to the pandemic.